Welcome to Learn Short and Typing with Vikas sir. Progressive magazine exercise number 25, 840 words at the rate 100 word per minute. So be ready, start. Sir, the entire constitutional fabric of our country has been eroded, is being eroded persistently, deliberately, and almost continuously. Our center-state relations are reaching a breaking point. I would appeal to the Treasury benches, ponder over them, find out what is wrong, ? Look to the legitimate grievances of the various sections. It is no use debunking regionalism and crying out against it or saying that it is anti-national, subversive or wrong for the country. Go into the reason as to why it is happening and why it is rising and why these demands are being made. Then only you shall be able to remedy the situation. Merely cursing your fate or cursing the anti-national forces behind them which are allegedly operating according to you shall not get anywhere. Stop. What about the judiciary? We find Supreme Court judges are speaking in public against Supreme Court judges. Influences in our judiciary. There has been an erosion of the freedom of judiciary. The executive has taken upon itself powers which have completely ruined the prospect of an independent judiciary in our country. The power of transferring them at the fag end of their career from one corner of India to the other will be used in an oblique manner as a judge has put it, and for oblique reasons, and it is a threat like the sword of Damocles which is hanging over their head and running all prospects of having a fair hearing for the citizen in the last court of appeal against the executive. I come to the press. In the press, I know there are brave and valiant people. They fought against this black bill and forced the government to take it back, yet the danger is not over. Government media is being misused deliberately to build up the party as well as personalities, and those who dare to criticize the government are shunted out. They are refused the so-called plums or assignments, and they have faced occasional repression. What has happened to the press commission report? ? You tabled it on the last day of the last session. After that, we have heard nothing about it. We do not know whether the government are accepting their recommendations, are going to act upon them, are going to implement them. This is the one of the most important issues before the country. We have talked horse, Mr. Vice Chairman, in every session about electoral freedom. Stop. Again, not a word. Last session, we had promises by a number of honorable ministers, Minister of Law and Justice and the Minister of Home Affairs, that every soon a comprehensive bill shall be brought before the House. Stop. There is no indication in this address that something has been done or a bill is being brought before the House. Why don't you consider electoral reforms as the most urgent piece of political business before the country today? Why don't you see that the entire system has been distorted and it needs to be corrected? Coming to the administration, it is on the point of breakdown. It has shown its inefficiency in many ways, but the primary reason for the inefficiency is the constant reshuffle. Every time you reshuffle the cards, you come up with the same old jokers because you cannot have new ones. The same old faces are there. Coupled with this, you have the frequent, arbitrary, unreasonable transfer of officers after 6 months in a place they are transferred to other places. How can you bring about efficiency in administration with changing ministers against in a game of musical changes officers as attendants? That is why the efficiency of the system is going down. And you have in the ranks of the services today a sense of demoralization. Again, I would appeal to the government, please listen to the murmur of discontent among the civil servants. You cannot run the country without the devotion, the dedication, the loyalty, the sincerity, and the patriotism of the civil servants. Can you question mark? And you have neglected them. You have interfered with them politically. You have also permitted the system to be penetrated by or to have linkages with anti-social elements. Look at any government machinery. Telephones do not function, railways do not function, not a single service functions. You call the police, stop. They don't even run up. Hanging over all this is the shadow of corruption. Corruption which is no longer limited to individuals or at the base level. Corruption which has been highly centralized, highly institutionalized, which has become well formulated and well organized from the ground and grassroots up to the highest levels in the country. The system is built on corruption. Stop. And when the government says now we shall fight corruption, I dare say they will not. Apart from corruption, there is an air of violence in the country. I am not talking only about the violence which is the normal concomitant of human society. I am talking about state violence. Full stop.